Pimp Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Box Production.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google bang.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be back in the black box and blow us a session on my mama. We got a word of the day. The word of the day is titivate. Titivate means to make someone or something neater or more attractive and is a synonym of spruce up. Her morning routine includes a few minutes spent titivating in front of the mirror. So, people hire, what do you call them? Wardrobe assistants or fashion designers in order to titivate their image for the public. I know I need to shave. Oh, by mama, it's kind of like grimy time. I ain't really tripping. Yeah, I think I should have titled it. I hate when like the better. I'm gonna change the title from Reckless or Ratchet to Reckless or Ruthless. Maybe even Reckless or Ratchet and Ruthless. Reckless or Ratchet and Ruthless, because if you qualify for either Ratchet or Ruthless in this scenario, you qualify for them both. I believe Reckless is definitely something that is a easier conclusion to come to. I think it's quite obvious that there was recklessness involved. I'm going to try to maintain a lot more couth and poise in comparison to Jay Prince, as he addressed those who are suggesting that perhaps the female that accompanied PNB Rock, rest in peace, whom he had forcibly taken possession of her cell phone for a matter of months, whom was by his side in a time before in Southern California where he experienced similar energy, when he called himself being evasive, slick, and doing what was appropriate to get away from the energy. According to him, she suggested he should stop a couple of blocks down the way, and he obliged. And before he could even park his vehicle, the individuals that brought this energy toward him a ways back beat him to a parking space, exited the vehicle upon his exit, and proceeded to provide him with energy that he did not appreciate. When asked if said female was aware of what was transpiring, his response was nah. Right there I insert either she was not aware or she behaved as such to the point where he believed she was not aware. After that, the only information we have as a general public is she got her phone back, and I believe within hours she posted her location. God forbid the most unfortunate events transpired. He apparently became the victim of an attempted robbery that turned for the worse, lost his life right after she posted her location. At the moment of the viral video of him fighting for his life upon the ground, there was no sign of her. There are reports that claim that she was in the restroom, which suggests that maybe, possibly, right at the moment before this happened, she removed herself from the immediate environment of where it was taking place, right? So that's what all that suggests, right? Yet and still, I forgot I was going to read. Let me put them back on. We don't know nothing other than that, right? That's all we know. Now, with all those different elements being factual, we as logical-minded individuals still leave room for the possibility, the probability that none of that had anything to do with what took place. If there's any individual that thinks it's more likely that it transpired by another means, I don't consider them ignorant, stupid. I wouldn't be disrespectful of them of that. However, this blows my mind how someone so prestigious as Jay Prince can approach the situation from this perspective when he's so well known for supposedly being this representation of what's G, solid, and consistent when it comes to character and code and all that, right? It just blows my mind. It reminds me of when Megan Thee Stallion came out talking about she got shot. Tory Lanez did it. And predominantly, I guess she's from Texas. It was a lot of people from Jay Prince to Bun B, I believe Willie D. A lot of people was just jumping out the window, believing everything she said. Even though we know never trust a mute button to smile, this poison. We know that. Then Jay Prince, one of my most favorite memorable quotables, hip-hop quotables from Scarface. Jay Prince and Scarface name, they go hand in hand in this hip-hop legacy. And Scarface say, pussy, a nigga's quickest downfall. Yet and still, all she needs to have is some children, I guess a non-intimidating appearance, and everybody write her a get out of jail free check, give her a pass. Cause you know how many incidents where wives, baby mamas, significant others have done far worse and done far more scheming in order to accomplish this sinister goal. This what blows me out. This what blows my mind, bro. This what Jay Prince had to say. Rest in peace to PNB Rock, and my condolences to his family, friends, and fans, he wrote. And then, that's fine. That is beautiful. That is expected. He followed that sentence up with this. To all you dumb motherfuckers blaming his girlfriend for his death, you're wrong as two left shoes. How in the entire available in the world can he draw that conclusion? Now I'm convinced, cuz it's either approaching delusion, he's delusional, or he thinks he has some type of superpower. Cuz is way in the Longhorn state of Texas. Some violence happened on Manchester and Maine, the heart of South Central LA, in my backyard. I don't have a clue. I got the same information Jay Prince got. I know the landscape, the ins and outs of the whole get down. I don't have a clue. But somehow this cat way in Texas know for a fact that, you know what I just described, all the things that she did leading up to these events. And I'm still not saying she had anything to do with it. However, Jay Prince considers anyone who blames her at all, you are a dumb motherfucker. You wrong as two left shoes. So he's saying, he trusts her in a smile. Don't believe they poison. He's saying, pussy is never as quick as downfall. And there's a lot of accounts of toxicity existing between them as far as a relationship recently than there is bliss. But he say, here's a woman that's been traumatized by seeing her boyfriend killed in front of her. And you dumb f***s are adding insult to injury with dumb sh** that you don't know to be facts. Alright, he goes on to have this long speech. I don't got time or the interest or the energy to even indulge in reading the rest of it. But the fact that he was comfortable as an elder to come out calling anybody a dumb muff that's blaming her. And even if she was just reckless and not intentionally ruthless or ratchet, even the detectives and the authorities working on the case claim to believe that perhaps her post may have played a part in leading the suspect to the location. But here it is, Jay Prince, similar to Ho No, can tell you what's happening in real time in an environment that they are extremely unfamiliar with. Don't think that Ho No is any more familiar with the environment where this took place than Jay Prince is. He's not. He only knows more people who are familiar with it than Jay Prince. He's giving his speculation and his perspective as if he's an expert upon that environment or the activities that take place routinely in South Central Los Angeles, which are quite synonymous with the activities that take place in Los Angeles and other surrounding areas in general. However, Cuz is not a participant, he is not an occupant, never has been, and his accounts has always been based on reports of others, regardless of how much closer he is to the reporter than Jay Prince. His knowledge is always secondhand, and I am astonished, without being disrespectful toward him, regardless of how disrespectful he was to anyone with enough intellect to look and say, hey, it smells like, if not on purpose, at least by carelessness, her post is the most likely responsible element leading up to this incident. The people who were smart enough to make that assessment, he called them all dumb motherfuckers. I ain't gonna call him a dumb motherfucker back, but on my mama, he sound exactly, identically like a dumb motherfucker. I can't believe he would say that. If that's the mentality, the general mentality of the melanated masculine masses amongst us, then y'all set up for the drop every time. Oh my mama. Even Cardi C had the nerve to jump out there and say people are ridiculous for assuming that she would have anything to do with it after her whole legacy been established with her claiming to be a little fly mommy out here popping it, setting cats up before she was a megastar. And Lil Mama ain't no megastar. We can go back to Dr. Dre Michelet and see that relationships do not necessarily mean dedication beyond whatever. Oh my mama, when you got something going on with a homie though, a trolling bagging situation, and he to the point where even he make his emoji on his iPhone with a fitted cap or a cowboy hat or something, And you know it's because in real life he got the LL Cool J going on. And then I know I'm on my tip right now, popping my shit. And he think it's cool to text me talking about I need to shave. When, okay, that might be true. I said that from the top. But guess what? When it come to this, he'll never have to shave again in his life. Oh, my mama, it's dedicated to you, hood. Because the way I remember a lot of things, I know you remember when you used to have to shave. He threw my whole mind frame off. Y'all can bring me back to it when we get to the phone lines. Oh, my. Oh my mama, people don't realize this. I've looked at so much content related to the incident at this point, right? Like, but so much content. I've seen people say, "Oh, look, I heard in California, it ain't just one Roscoe. They got multiple Roscoes, 5 of them or more." Look, that's true. I just want to throw this one concept out there to you. You got Roscoe's in Hollywood, a couple of them. Then you got the one in Inglewood, you got the one on the east side, I believe it's one in Pasadena, one in Long Beach, and I still may be missing one, right? But just know this, they said he was there for 45 minutes at least. I'm going to tell you this, if somebody, y'all saying, oh, he posted Roscoe's, they didn't know exactly which one, which there's also reports saying that there was somehow the specific location was posted. But even if it wasn't, with all the multiple Roscoe's that's available in Southern California, know this, in the sense of Russian roulette, you put one bullet in the chamber out of 6, and you spin it and you get a shot, 1 out of 6. You dig a lot, love you too, hood, for death though. But in this, just know this with the Roscoe's, if you really on your tip, which is obviously a cat was, and you are closest to one of the Hollywood locations, the Sunset location on Sunset and Gower, or the Pico location. I don't even know if the Pico one is considered Hollywood, but if you're at either of those locations, close by, within 5 or 10 minutes of those locations, and you see a Roscoe's chicken and waffles plate posted, you have 3 times the opportunity of hitting the Russian roulette if you decide to go check the one on Pico and or Sunset. If he's not at that one or that one within the 45 minutes at 1 o'clock with no traffic, you have enough time to then check the Inglewood one. And then if he's not there, you still have enough time. And when you see the intensity that somebody went in there with, maybe they had been on this type of journey and was that desperate and had went to 1, 2, 3, 4 locations, and finally you at this one and you so anxious you think you're gonna miss it. It went like whop, bat, boom. But just so you know, while y'all want to suggest, oh, it's 5 Roscoe's, it ain't no way the post could have been the trigger. With that one trigger, with that one post for somebody else on their tip, just let y'all know in the culture out here, somebody will follow you 3-4 days in order to just, not to kill you, but in order to do what it appeared to seem like was the initial reason why he was approached, for a robbery. They'll lay on you, sit on you. They won't be anxious. They won't rush it. So to think that within 45 minutes or an hour, somebody that's serious wouldn't go to 3 or 4 locations, y'all just gotta understand. I want to salute Ice-T on this situation, because I saw a post where Ice-T said he's done trying to explain these LA politics. If you refuse to get it, or if you're unable to get it, he threw, because he realized it's never going to translate to equate to understanding to outsiders. I'm gonna say this. Ice Cube told us a long time ago. I know I just was speaking about Ice-T. Now I'm changing to Ice Cube. Ice Cube said, how to survive in South Central. This is in the 90s. A place where busting the cap is fundamental. No, You can't find this shit in a handbook. Take a close look at a rap crook. Rule number 1, get yourself a gun, a 9, and your ass will be fine. Keep it in the glove compartment, cause jackers, they love to start shit. And if you white, you can trust the police. But if you black, they ain't nothing but beasts. Look out for the kill. Don't make a false move and keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't get smart. Answer all questions. And that's your first lesson on how to survive in South Central. Yeah, that's how you survive. On staying alive in South Central. Yeah, that's how you survive. That nigga say, rule number 2, don't trust nobody, especially with a hooker's body, cause she ain't nothing but a trap. And females that get you jacked and kidnapped, you wind up dead. Just to be safe, don't wear no blue or red, cause most niggas get got. In either LA, Compton, or Watts, pissed off black human beings. Now I'm thinking about it, skip the sightseeing, and if you're nothing but a mark, make sure that you're in before dark. And if you need some affection, mate, make sure it ain't on Section 8, cause if so, that's a monkey wrench hole. And you won't survive in South Central. Rule number 3, don't get caught up. Cause niggas is doing anything that's thought up. And they got a vice on everything from dope to stolen merchandise. We eat the sherm. Cause South Central LA is one big germ waiting on like you to catch a disease and start slanging keys, going undercover with the wrong brother. And they'll smother an out of town motherfucker. So don't take your life for granted, cause it's the craziest place on the planet. In LA, heroes don't fly through the skies and stars. We live behind bars, cause everybody's doing a little dirt. And it's the youngsters putting in the most work. Stay alert and be calm. As you enter the concrete Vietnam, they say the strong survive. The strong even die in South Central. Shout out to Cube, the fucking GOAT. I better pay attention. On the turf, Lil Box and Lil Merc. Not a gang of birds, but the third served the Lil Work. Sticky shit, every time he lit his big. Politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With big wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard that nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies, or if by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shining, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon.
I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
My mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to sit. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Central to San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the Sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm homies hitting in the hood. Fuck the function off soon to get to getting good. A party ain't a party without a little drama. In the parking lot, hollering at Lil Mama. Say my name next to Johnny Ray, Baby Dre. Soul 1 and 2, Big Snake from 88th. For death though, I died for I surrender. Shit was evil on the east side, I remember
when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember
on my mama.
Snakewood and that Puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Black Box Production.